Hey guys, today I'm with Obi once again,
Hello there.
and today we're going to be comparing Peacemaker to the Disney Plus original Marvel shows.
And we're starting with WandaVision.
See, Wanda is a very cool character, but WandaVision fell pretty flat.
WandaVision, more like Wanda mid. Actually,
I was going to say, I think her role in the new Doctor Strange will be far better.
yeah, I really want a better development for her.
Yeah.
I think the show was a perfect platform to do it. But then you remember it's like Marvel and Disney, and they have to work around the big picture, so they can't really have the liberties that they want. Like, even if they did, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. I feel like they had a really good mystery going. I remember those little moments like the toy helicopter, which was colorful and nothing else was colorful, and the radio static with Monica talking through the other side. Just those things were great. And then episode 4 happened and they just kind of gave away all of their mysteries except for Agatha, which was also everyone saw it a mile away. It's no. And then
I literally saw conspiracy theories like at least the first
Mephisto.
episode she was introduced, which is the first episode.
Actually, she's Mephisto.
Actually, oh,
See,
Mephisto.
Agatha turned out to be the most campy villain in all of Marvel, and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Especially like you were gonna do all this like dark magic stuff in the last episode in like broad daylight, and she had Wanda's two kids like strung up like they were hanging, but like if they just took a step backwards, they wouldn't be in it anymore. Like that was just no. I liked the little philosophical battle between the two visions after they ripped off Man of Steel.
Yeah.
But then he just flies through the roof and never comes back.
Yeah, I honestly don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, I'd say WandaVision gets a 6 out of 10.
I would even bring it
Lower.
down, I'd give it a 5.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it has good parts. I got into it when they released episode 3 and they're going to episode 4. I got into it then, and I loved the first 3 episodes because I'm like, oh, this is so like Twilight Zone. And then it was like, nope.
Falcon and the
Yeah.
Winter Soldier.
I'm gonna be on 100 with you. I think I watched it up until the season finale,
And then stopped.
and yeah, I stopped right at the season finale. I was like,
I understood what was going on, but I felt like there wasn't enough substance for me to keep like to stay attached to it.
it's another thing where the director probably had an idea of what they wanted to do with these characters, and then Disney and Kevin Feige said, you should do this instead,
Yeah.
because we wrote the beginning, middle, and end for you. You had to figure it out from there.
I would say that I thought that it was good that Marvel included more social commentary into this with Falcon, despite being a superhero, being discriminated against. And then, his little PSA at the end of the show was interesting. I don't know how I feel about the main... I can't call her a villain, but she's a terrorist. But his speech was basically that terrorists don't exist, or we shouldn't label people like that because we don't know what their story is.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the villain, the redhead girl, I saw her point, and especially when she would bring up things like, why is Falcon fighting against her when he should understand her movement? And they did the same thing in oh gosh, it was something in What If, wasn't it? I just totally
Oh, and it's
yes, Killmonger, yeah, and he
where
yeah.
he kills Rhodey, and Rhodey's like, oh, and then he's like, why would you? Or Killmonger was like, yeah, why would you fight for your oppressors? And he's like, you gotta change it from the inside. And that actually kind of made me cringe.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I was
Yeah.
like, Rhodey.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, no. So it's a hit or miss when Marvel decides to get political, but
Yeah.
it's something new.
Captain America.
Okay, Captain America: Civil War,
No, in the Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier, Falcon and the Winter.
Yeah.
Oh my God, 5. Okay. Here's the thing. I feel like WandaVision was more enjoyable, even though they're both kind of mid. So I don't want to give them both a 5.
I don't know. I was really bored because it's such like a army movie.
Yeah, I don't like when there's all these like spy missions, like Black Ops stuff. Oh, like we have to deliver this thing, we have to go retrieve this thing. Like, I hate when shows and movies do that. And I knew that Falcon and the Winter Soldier was going to be like that when I saw the first episode. And oh man, we did not even talk about what is his name, Agent America.
I keep forgetting about him too.
I liked his little police brutality reference. Pretty cool.
Yeah, the little arc he has.
I wasn't sure what Marvel's stance on that was supposed to be.
I'm not sure either.
Because they made it seem like we're supposed to like see this from the cop's perspective. He was angry for a reason, and you made him look bad because you caught him in the moment. Like, I didn't know why they included that in that way.
Yeah, I don't know either. I was super confused because I was like, you guy, are you saying we should forgive police officers who do that? Or are you saying, like, I think that is definitely where it got messy because I know they want to put him in the universe, but maybe they shouldn't.
Oh, it's U.S. agent. U.S. agent.
Oh, sorry, U.S. agent.
That's his name. I was trying to remember it for so long. I can't in clear conscience say that it's better than WandaVision. I'm gonna say 4 out of 10.
Yeah. I'll do you one better. I'll give it a 3.
I'll do you one better. I'll give it a 2.
I'll do you one better. I give it a 1. 1 out of 10.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Falcon.
More like L.
Falcon. Yeah.
Speaking of L's, Loki.
Loki.
See, look at that transition.
I'd say I enjoyed Loki more than the previous 2, but it's messy. It's I loved the mystery of the TVA until I started learning the answers, and I was like, this is kind of dumb. I'd say the most redeeming part of the whole show is the final episode.
The whole mystery thing between, like, in Loki, it's felt a lot better. It's like a kind of like a buddy cop show, but then it changes.
Yeah,
and then
I really liked Owen
Wilson
Wilson as Mobius.
Yeah, like I kind of wish it kind of picked one, but also I guess it fits Loki's style of chaotic.
Yeah.
But I still kind of wish it focused on being either a buddy cop one or a government corruption plot line.
I think both could have worked if they just never implemented Sylvie.
Yeah.
They
did.
I understood why Sylvie exists. But like, if you just kept it Loki and Mobius and then did something different instead of a love story between him and his female self. It's just cuz like it's weird.
Yeah, cuz I know it's supposed to be something about like self-love, but it comes across as narcissism.
No, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be narcissism because that's Loki as a character, and they tell him that in the first episode. But it's just, yeah. I mean, the last episode is just fine. It's great. I really liked, what do they call
Jonathan
him?
Majors?
Yes. I was trying to remember what his He Who Shall Not Be Named. But I'm trying to remember his the character's name.
Kang
the Conqueror. Yes. I am excited for Kang the Conqueror, even though whatever new Avengers we're getting might not be as exciting because Marvel's kind of dropping off after Phase 4, except with Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. But I'm open to being surprised. I'm going to give that a 6.
I agree. I give it a 6.
It's better than WandaVision, not amazing. I think that it hits its very low point when Loki was pruned and he meets all the other Lokis, the kid and the alligator and the old one. Like, that felt like such a waste of time. And I'm like, I want Mobius back. I don't like this. It got really goofy, and that's what I'm afraid of with all these crossover things. Like, things are just kind of losing their grasp on reality, and they're becoming very cartoony. But whatever. I was happy with the Spider-Man one. I might be happy with Doctor Strange. I really want more isolated superhero movies from now on. Like the Batman. The Batman looks amazing, and I can't wait to see it next week. I can't believe it comes out next week. But back to on topic. What if?
What if? What if it wasn't mid?
Yeah, no. What if I only liked 2 episodes. The Doctor Strange one and the second to last one. Cuz the Watcher fighting Ultron was so cool.
It was. Oh my gosh.
And they like referenced Galactus and like him killing Thanos was stupid. But like
yeah.
It was so cool, and Hawkeye sacrificed himself, and I was happy because I don't like Hawkeye.
Yeah, that, and, okay.
Worst episode, Thor party episode.
Yeah,
absolutely stupid.
This so much, this What If makes me so upset, because that show had so much potential, especially if they're telling stories about the multiverse. They could literally come up with the most interesting plot that they could ever think of and not have to worry about like
no consequences.
Yeah, but then they ended up tying everything together at the end, and that actually really made me upset, because I was like, why would you do that? That made everything and everyone's character development went out the window too. Literally, Party Thor still parties, and I know that was a stupid joke about the episode, how he just parties. Evil Doctor Strange, yeah, I mean, he's learned his lesson. He's the only one who kind of grew from his experience. Captain Britain pulled a Captain Marvel
Captain
and
Carter.
didn't learn her lesson. Captain Carter didn't learn her lesson like Captain America did, and wanted to go back to Steve. And it focuses around her the whole episode, and I'm like, why are you doing this?
I just did not want all of those to tie in, because you had to nerf Ultron to death to make that work, and they did, because Black Widow and Captain Carter should have been vaporized by him instantly.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange carried that battle, and I didn't want him to put, oh, here's an invincibility spell, nothing will hurt you. Like, why?
Yeah. Literally.
Like, we saw him kill Captain Marvel and blow up an entire galaxy. We saw him fight the Watcher. The Watcher didn't even help them in the fight.
Yeah, I thought the Watcher was going to help them.
Killmonger vaporized. Captain Carter vaporized. Black Widow vaporized. Thor vaporized. Like, Doctor Strange was the only one that had any glimpse of a chance. But they made him so OP, and they made Ultron so nerfed, and then it was like such a sad ending.
Yeah, because literally he also doesn't even do anything for like most of that episode.
Also, I did not want Killmonger to get pulled out of his universe, because they had such an interesting plot that they made. I wanted to see what would happen with Shuri and Pepper. I almost said Peppa. I was thinking of Peppa Pig. Or Peppa from Encanto. But like, I wanted to see more of that. I was so upset. Okay, anyways, what if 5 out of 10?
Yeah, 5 out of 10. It's really mid.
Yeah.
A lot of these are mid.
All right.
Hawkeye. Didn't watch it.
I surprisingly enjoyed Hawkeye more than I thought I would, because I hate Hawkeye. This made me feel for him. He has like PTSD and hearing damage from the 3 Avengers movies. It's starting to bite him in the ass that he was the Ronin and that he killed a bunch of people. And the main antagonist is this deaf woman whose uncle like basically was like a father to her, and the Ronin killed him because he worked for like a mob. And there's this girl who wants to be Hawkeye because she saw him in 2012 during the Avengers thing and was like, I want to be like him and whatever. And I'm like, who grows up wanting to be Hawkeye? But anyway, it had an interesting plot, had a lot of good character moments. The entire show, Hawkeye wants to like go on a trip with his family, but he sticks behind because this girl gets involved with like people that want to kill the Ronin, and now he has to protect her. And plot twist, her mom is the reason that people are out to kill her, and the Kingpin is involved, and he's so this is the first time the Kingpin was pulled into the MCU from the Daredevil show, and her mom hits Kingpin with a car, and he flies into the side of a building, and it was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I don't know. It was dumb. It was wild. Hawkeye, 7 out of 10. It was the best. It was actually better than. It was a good narrative. It was. I don't love Hawkeye, but this made me like him a little bit. Also, Black Widow's sister is out to kill him like throughout the show, and they have this heart-to-heart moment where he like has to explain to her that Black Widow sacrificed herself and wouldn't let him go. But that takes us to the show that blows all of these out of the water.
Peacemaker.
More like Based Maker.
Based Maker. Peacemaker was a roller coaster. James Gunn is an impressive director.
Yeah, he really be carrying the DC.
Yeah, no, I loved all the characters, even though I can't remember half their names. The one girl who was Amanda Waller's daughter, I heard them say her name. Yes, I heard them say her name a billion times, and I still didn't hear perfectly clearly what they were saying.
Adebayo.
I think it's Adebayo, but
yeah, Adebayo.
she was great. I thought she was gonna be like that nerdy side character because she was at first, but she really fell into the like main plot really well.
Again, some of the comedy was like hit or miss.
Yeah.
But also, I have the sense of humor of a 14-year-old.
Yeah.
So I went like, they said pee-pee.
Yeah, I think that the best theme in this show is the
Anti-white supremacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, just having his father be who he is was pretty great because they didn't even have to like do too much development for that villain. Like he's racist. He's innately a villain.
Yeah.
And I loved when Vigilante went into prison just to like instigate him and try to get him to beat him up.
I really thought I was so scared for a minute because the show started talking about how they should forgive people, like even people who did really awful things deserve a chance to change. But they're talking about Peacemaker.
Yeah.
Because Peacemaker has done awful things, and he's like, I don't want to do this anymore. But I was scared they would be like, oh my god.
Even his father deserves a chance.
Yeah, they'd be like, even his dad, even a racist could change, guys.
Yeah, no, I was very happy. I expected a little bit more out of him before Peacemaker shot him in the second to last episode.
Spoilers. Put a spoiler warning before.
Okay. Yeah, no, his dad was a great antagonist. I feel like one of my favorite characters was Sophie, even though she's basically an antagonist because she kept getting on Peacemaker's trail. Yeah. If I were her, I would have left the dad in jail. I don't know why she was trying to like I understand that if you're lawfully good, you would want the proper person who committed the murder to get arrested. But like, why not put them both in jail?
Yeah. Also, Peacemaker escaped prison, so you could just throw him back in jail.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to charge him for a new crime.
Yeah, I guess that's a plot. Actually, or did the government let him stay out as long as he did the special?
Well, yeah, the government did, but like it's not something known to the public.
I don't know how I felt about the whole butterflies thing. I liked that one of the main characters turned out to be one, but they revealed that really early on. And I thought there'd be like another twist where like another one of the big characters was one. Also, one of my criticisms is what's his name? Vigilante is sometimes too stupid to be believable.
Yeah.
Like, I'd understand it if they made him like sarcastically stupid or like ironically stupid, but they made him just straight up like unintelligent. And like, I don't know, like some of that comedy is just like, okay, waiting for that line to be done.
Yeah, sometimes they drag it up.
Yeah. Or when whatever her name is meets the vigilante outside of his costume and they spend a whole 2 minutes where he's pretending it's not him. Like, yeah, no. Wasn't that funny.
That's a 2-minute bit.
I don't remember it. It was definitely
It was long.
longer than 45 seconds. I think that John Cena's arc in the show was pretty great, though. I feel like he started like, because in the Suicide Squad, I was just like, yeah, he's dumb, but he's funny. But now it's like he's trying to be better. Spider-Man reference. And like he had those moments where he was just like all emotional. Sometimes it made me laugh when he was trying to be like depressed and stuff, because he literally sat down and started playing the piano. It was a really strong show. It just, some of the humor wasn't that great.
Yeah.
And I was really sad when Sophie got taken over by one of the butterflies,
I was too.
because I was like, okay, well, she's never gonna go back to normal. She's just gonna die.
Yeah.
And she doesn't even get like a goodbye. John Cena just ups and shoots her like 6 times. I didn't like that the cow was going to be a giant monster thing, because the Suicide Squad basically did I got like flashback imagery of when they saw the big starfish thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I liked it better if it was just the butterflies doing their thing, but I guess they needed something to centralize their plot around. But we didn't even know about the cow until 6 or 7 episodes in. Yeah, I mean, I was caught off guard in that one where they go to that Thai place, and like this dark figure was like jumping out from the sides. I'm like, oh, what is it? And it was a whole gorilla that was missing at the beginning of the episode on the TV, and I was like, what? But yeah. I was thinking about that when Peacemaker went home and that was on the TV. I was like, how could this possibly become important later? And it totally jumped over my head when that thing started attacking, and it was just the gorilla. I felt like that episode was the weakest for me, because the whole episode was just them going there and killing people and then leaving.
Yeah.
But even that as a weakest episode was pretty strong compared to most of the MCU stuff we've seen.
Yeah.
So I give Peacemaker a 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I was gonna give it just an 8.
Yeah.
No points over here. No 0.5s over here.
Yeah. 8.5 for me. It was much more enjoyable than I expected. Because also Justice League at the end, pretty cool. Even though Superman's silhouetted, because Netflix has the rights to Henry Cavill's face.
That is our Peacemaker review.
Yeah.
Even though WB kind of sucks still, but
yeah.
Does it suck as much as Disney?
James Gunn is single-handedly doing all the work. And Peacemaker solos the MCU shows.
It really does. Unless Moon Knight is good, and I'm really hoping it's kind of good. I'm hoping it's not mid. That's my expectation.
Moon Knight is really cool, but I kind of am not hopeful for the show. But I'm gonna watch it anyway, but my expectations are low.
My expectations are also very low. If they exceed my expectations, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I'll be content.
Tune in 2 weeks when we review the Batman.
Oh.
Yeah, I am so excited.
Yeah, I'm also hype. Very hype.
Yeah. Anyways, that's it for this video. If you disagree with our ratings, let us know what you think of all the shows in the comments. Subscribe for more content. And thank you for watching.
Thanks. Bye.